Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Please, can you unmute and confirm if you can hear me? Hello, Samuel. Good evening.
Good evening. I can hear you.
Good evening. Thank you. Okay. So, before we go to today's class, I want to ask about the tax, like our stage 2 tax. How is it going? I received some submission, right? Like, I guess like theory. I've not have time to grade them, but what I'm seeing so far, I don't think like you really understand the tax. So let me just ask, like, how is the task going? Like, do you understand it? Do you want me to explain before we go to today's class, or is there any blocker, anything? Please let's unmute and talk, please. Anyone? I'm talking about the stage 2 tax for those people that are just joining. Like, how is it going? Do you really understand the tax, like the deliverables? Because I saw some document earlier that was submitted. Like some people submitted only the text plan, test case was not included. Some people include their test plan in their test case in that Word document. That was not what was required. And your test case must be detailed enough. Like it's not like you are giving me like 2, 3 scenarios and that's all, 4 scenarios. At least for a single page, you should be having like at least a minimum of like 20 scenarios for a single page. Yes, it's possible. So I feel like we should try to work on it. If you have any question regarding this tax or you're not clear or you want me to explain before we go to today's class, right? Just raise up your hand or just unmute and talk. Anyone? Yeah, Samuel, please.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. So I did submit my own assignment, but what I was able to submit is just the spreadsheet, which contains the test case alone. So I was finding it hard to upload the test plan in document. I was able
Hey,
to do the okay. Should I finish or you want to come in there?
yeah, you can continue.
Okay, so I did finish my test case, which is the spread document or the spreadsheet, and each of the see the sign up, the login, the dashboard, and also the referral page or the invite page has about 20 scenarios. Yes, about 20 scenarios. So the place I'm facing the problem now is uploading the links. They have two different links. Now I just got a suggestion now on the platform that I should input the spreadsheet link inside of the document for the test plan and submit the
Yeah,
link for the test plan.
yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. You know, test case is part of your test plan. When we're talking about test case is part of test plan. So when you get to the part that's the section for test case under your test plan, you will just include your test case link as a reference. So when I'm reading the test plan, when I get to the test case link, I'll click on that link. It will take me to your test case. Then I'll be able to view the two. So that's exactly what I was expecting. So in case you have submitted earlier, you did not submit something like that. Like you can just try to make a review, like go back to your link. You have your link, make the edit and make sure that it's well detailed. Don't include your test case in your test plan. No. I need a link to a spreadsheet and your test case. At least don't just write 2, 3, 4, 5 scenario and be comfortable. No, you should think like a user. You should do like at least 20, 30, 40 scenarios. Yes, it's possible. You can just think anything you know that you can test for, include it to your test case. Let your test case be well detailed, please. Do you have any other
And,
question,
and
Samuel?
yes, I do have another question.
All right.
This I faced this what is called, is it error, would I say, or mistake, that once I submit, I cannot edit the link I submitted it. In terms of, I probably want to change the scenario I had the previous time I submitted the assignment was I submitted a WPS link instead of a Google document. So I tried editing it, but I cannot. Same thing of this one too. I have input the spreadsheet, that's my test case, into my document for the test plan. Now I cannot edit the link to submit the test plan.
Okay, for your case, right? And because I don't think there's an edit functionality on the LMS channel right now. So for your
Yes.
case, just try to include your test plan link inside your test case. Do you get my point?
Okay.
Just put it somewhere. I'll just like it's just for only you. Others, you have to include your test case link inside your test plan. That is how it should be. When you get to this section for test case, in your test plan, you have test case section. When you get to your test case section, just include your test plan link and your test case link inside your test plan. And I'm expecting to see more scenarios for your test case. Like, don't just write 1 to 5 or 6 scenarios for a single page and be comfortable. No, try to do it as if you are doing a project, like a real life project. There's no way they will give you a real task to do, and you are just including like 2 or 3 or 4 test cases. They will even ask, they will even doubt if you are a QA in first place. So, do you have any other person that have any questions? Sam, your answer is still raised. Do you still have any other question? All right. Do you have any
No.
other question concerning the task? No. Okay. Blessing Samuel, please.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Good evening.
And for my own, just I included both the test case and the test plan inside one file.
I
I
said
just
that.
submitted one link.
Yeah, you have to submit one link. That is the test plan link. But your test plan link should contain your test case link. Your test case is going to be a spreadsheet, like that Excel sheet. It's not going to be a Word. Like, it's going to be in a spreadsheet. So you are going to include your test case link inside your test plan. And your test case should be well detailed. Like, it should be well detailed. It should be well detailed as far as 30, 40, 100. If you can write 300 scenarios, in as much as it's still related to what you are testing. Don't just write 2, 3, 4, 5 scenarios and you should be comfortable. No, you should try to work on it as if you're working on a real life project, right?
Okay.
All right, thank you. You can correct that. You can correct that. Any other question before we go to today's class? All right, so I'll assume that we all understand the task and we are we are going to submit and deliver beyond what you expect. All right, thank you very much, everyone. So today we are going to be talking about bug reporting. So let's talk about bug and bug reporting. So but before we proceed, at least we've been hearing bug, 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 bug. Who wants to explain what they understand by bug for us? Like, anyone? What do you understand by bug? Like, what is a bug? If someone approach you, okay, you are a software tester, okay, so your own definition, what is a bug? Anyone? Okay. So Doris, can you please unmute and tell us what a bug is? Or what do you understand by bug?
Okay, a bug could mean like an error on
Error?
an
No, no.
application that it's not working correctly.
A bug is an error on an application that is not working correctly. Thank you very much. That's another person, another person, another person. I want, at least this is a simple question now. Everybody should raise their hands. Like, why are we not talking? Why are we quiet? Oh yeah, now what is a bug? Oh, Becca, good evening. Can you please unmute and tell us what to understand by bug?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
So I think a bug is an error that is found while during testing.
A bug is an error that is found during testing. Yeah, that's it. So let us have one definition from a guy. All right, thank you, Samuel. Samuel, just unmute and talk. What do you
Okay.
understand by bug?
I'm sure you're asking the general definition of a bug or a definition of a bug in software testing.
Definition of a bug in software testing. We are software testers now. We should
Okay.
not be
Okay. I want to.
defining. We should not be defining bed bug here. Oh. So what is a bug? According to software testing, and according to QA, what is a bug?
Okay. A bug is a deformed functionality that don't make a particular or features of an application work properly. Is
A
to
what?
disrupt it's a function or let's say a function, but it's let's say it's something that don't make an application function properly. the way it should
Is it?
function and the way
It is an
it's designed to function.
Yes, thank you. It is an error. Just say an error or
Error,
a defect
error,
or a
yeah,
defect that does not
error
make an
defect.
application, yeah, to work or to function the way it's supposed to function. Yes. So we have what is a bug? Like everybody have rightly said, like we have actually give the meaning. It said it is a defect or an error or a bug is in an application that is created during building or designing of a software due to which software start to behave abnormal or somehow during its uses. Just imagine that you're trying to create, you're trying to make, you're trying to cook noodles now, for an example. And we all know that if you want to cook noodles, like the proper way is for you to put water on fire and to add your noodles and to start cooking. Just imagine you are cooking in the dark. You did not, you were not able to see what the ingredients you want to use. And instead of you adding water, maybe you have a keg for water and you have a keg for oil. You thought you added water to your pot, but initially you actually add oil to your pots and you add your noodles and you are building you are trying to cook something. But when you want to eat, maybe you were not able to notify the bug until you want to eat. When you want to eat it, you say this thing is not tasting like noodles. This is like giving like palm oil or something. That is different. There is no way you will compare a noodles that we use water to cook to the one that we use oil to cook. Like the taste will be different. There's going to be a lot of things. Even some might not even be edible. So when we are trying to build up an application, right? Maybe we are not doing something right. That is what causes bug. That is what we call a bug. We are trying to build an application when we are trying to design a software. When we are trying to design that software, we now notice that okay, this thing is not properly built. When you're trying to construct it, when they are trying to design an application, this thing is not working according to the requirements. This thing is not working according to the proper validation. Like okay, this is how this application should work. Every other application that we have seen out there, this is how it's working. This is how this one should also work. So bug is any error at all. Don't forget, it is any error. Like it can be as simple as your name. It can be as simple as you want to spell my and you spell mi. Like it can be as simple as that. It is a bug. It is any error that will not make the application should function the way it's supposed to function, or that will not make the design of the application to come out the way it's supposed to come out. They say a defect is any inconsistency in an application that stop it from working the way it is expected to work. So when you're talking about bug, when you're talking about defect, this application is not working. This is not the way this application is supposed to work. Anything that will not make your application or our application per se to work the way to work the way anything that will not make our application to work the way it is expected to work. What our expectation? What is stated in the FRD, in our requirements? What is stated in our ticket? What is stated? What does our client really want? Okay, other applications that have been existing before ours. How is it working there? Is our application working the way it's supposed to work? So that is the definition for a bug. Yeah, we have an image here. We have an image here, and we have a login image here of a bug. So I just want this class to be kind of interactive. I want anyone to just tell me like, okay, you are trying to test a login page. What are the possible bugs you can find as a tester? What are the possible bugs you can find as a tester? Looking at the image, like what are the possible bugs? Please just let us talk. Don't let me start looking for people I want to call now. Oh yeah, now. What are the possible? Just raise your hand, unmute and talk. Blessing Samuel, thank you. Unmute and talk.
You know,
Possible
the
bugs.
the, the first one is the blank uh, a blank credentials goes through. That's the bug.
A what, please?
A blank invalid credential
When you're
goes.
trying to log in with an
Yeah, when you're
invalid
trying to log.
credentials. Okay,
Yeah.
when you're trying to log in with an invalid credentials. All right, thank you very much. In case I do not have anything and I'm trying to log in, I've not registered. So and I'm trying to log in and I was able to log in. If I was able to log in and I did not have I'm trying to test this application. I've not registered to the application. Then I want to log in and I was able to log in. So that is going to be a bug. When I'm trying to log in and my login is being denied, it is not yet a bug. But until I was able to log in, I'm able to log in successfully because I've not create account with them. I've not registered to the application with them, so it can be considered to be a bug. Any other person? Akin Samuel, thank you.
Okay, after you input your username and the password and you click the box, remember me, and you log in successfully and you want to re-log in and the application is still telling you to put in your details again. That's a
Yes,
bug.
yes. Thank you very much. Yes, that's very clear. So when you're trying to use that remember me functionality, right? You've input your username, password, and everything, and you are trying to log in again. On a normal day, you have clicked remember me, it should come by default, and you're not seeing it again. Oh, yeah, blessing. Okay, it's like only blessing. It's only blessing and Samuel that is in this class. Blessing and Samuel. I'm coming for you guys, so you people that don't want to talk, I'm coming for you. Samuel, please. Blessing.
Okay, another bug you can notice is when the username is blank and the password is imputed, then the login goes through. That's a bug.
Okay, when the username is blank and the password is imputed, then you were able to log in successfully. That is also a bug. That is bug you can find on the login page. All right, Becca, thank you.
When your login functionality is not responsive after clicking.
The login button, right?
Yes.
Yes, when the login button is not responsive after you're trying to click. I've put your username, you have put your password. You now want to click on login. You are unable to log in. So that is a bug. All right, Doris, thank you. Doris.
Okay, so when you input your username and password for the username, you change one of the letters. Let's say from an O to a Q, and then you still let your name.
Okay, when you use an invalid username, right, Doris?
Yes.
All right, all right. So maybe you have a maybe you have a proper account with the application, but now this time around you change your username. You do not use, maybe your username is ABC, but this time around you just input AB and you input your password and you're able to log into your application. That is definitely a bug. All right, Samuel. I'm still coming for people
Ma,
that are not
I want
talking.
to ask a question.
All right, Soma.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I want to ask, when you input your correct username and
Yeah.
input your correct password and you try
Yes.
to log in and the application keeps telling you that your password is incorrect, will you identify it as a bug?
Yes, if you are so sure that your password is
It's
correct,
correct, yes.
if
And
you
they
are
keeps,
so sure, if you are so,
yes.
because sometimes it might be a human error, like, so you need to be so sure. But if you are so sure that your password is correct, then that's a bug. It's a great cache safe on the application. It's a very great cache.
Okay.
Yeah, so ma, yeah, thank you. That's another scenario. All right, do you have another person that wants to tell us what other bugs can we can still find bug? Oh yeah, now QA. There are still some things we still need to mention. We still
Okay,
have our,
I want to say something.
all right.
Now, a scenario where you put your email, or you put a wrong email, but it's still like a right one when it comes to the data, is the right one. But the application is not testing that, it's not writing the error code of invalid email or invalid password. It also is also a bug.
Thank you very much. When you're not getting the proper warning message, imagine you're trying to use an invalid password, an invalid email, right? And you just want to log in. You're just trying to log in, and you feel like this thing is not like I'm not being logging into this account. So it's like there's no proper warning message on the username and password field. All right, blessing. I'm still coming. Okay. I'm coming from people that have not talked. Oh. Sadiq, good evening. You'll be talking after blessing.
Okay, the username and unlimited characters are allowed. If unlimited characters are allowed, that could be a bug. And
If
in the surname space, if an email is imputed when a surname is supposed to be imputed and there's no error message given, that could be a bug.
I did not get the first one, and the
I say
second one,
the first one was if unlimited characters are imputed in username box, like just
okay.
like anything, so many, then and the password is written, then there's a login pass. That's a could be a bug. That's a
What?
bug actually.
Okay, what if the username is like you use that name that is long for your username? Is it still a bug? Because I'm trying
Uh,
to
um,
catch what you're trying to say. Do you mean that
yeah,
minimum, when you're trying to check for minimum
yeah,
and
yes,
maximum characters?
yes, yeah, that's what I mean.
All right, all right,
Minimum and maximum characters.
all right, all right, all right. If you're not getting proper morning message when you're trying to log in, all right, yeah. Okay, Sadiq. Sadiq, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, please, can you please tell us a bug? I'm still looking for like one or two, then we can proceed on this image.
I
Just
can.
look at that image very well and relate to it as a keyword.
Are you saying that it's only on this? Can we use another scenario or only on this?
This image,
Only on this.
just this image, this image. Just look at it very well. We still have things that they have not said.
They have said this. People have said a lot, and I
You
don't
have
know
said
that.
a lot, but there are still things. That's how I want us to be thinking like a testers. There are still things. If I start saying things that they have not said, at least I think that I can still mention like 3 to 4. So, oh yeah, talk.
Okay. Like if you input your maybe you put your username or maybe your maybe email, and at the same time you put your what's it called, your password, and at the same time when you click on the login, it's taking you back to the page. It's not displaying the login. I mean, it's not
Eh.
taking it. I mean, it's not logging in.
Yes,
Taking you
it's not
back. It's
giving you,
creating
it's
the
not
table.
taking you to the right
It's not
place. Yes,
responding.
yes, there's no proper redirection. After you have input a valid username and password and you're trying to log in, you are not being redirected to the proper page, like to the home page of the application. Yes, that's a great catch. That's like when you are trying to relate with an application, yeah, you feel like you've tested it all. But you have to be curious as a QA, you have to still ask more questions like, okay, what other scenarios can I try? What other scenarios can I try? What other things can I try? So that's how you get good bugs. Like that's how we report high priority bugs. If you are just looking at it that we have tested everything. I talk about a copy and paste functionality. It's something we can test on this application. Maybe when I try to copy and paste my username and password, maybe it can work. Yes, it's still something we can test. This box, I've told you, this checkbox is something we can relate to it. If you try to click on this checkbox, like will it click? Can we unclick? Can we click? Those are other scenarios. I just want us to relate to an application beyond we using it the proper way, right? You use it like you want to know how it is working. You want to know what is not causing it to work, or you just want to know what is not working on the application. So, blessing Samuel, you raised your hand. Blessing,
Yes, ma.
blessing,
Sorry. Okay. You said you already said like two things I wanted to mention, but let me just add this. Do you remember me? But what's in? When you click on it, it doesn't
Yes,
show.
yes, yes. I said it already. Like when you're trying to relate with the remember me checkbox and
Yes.
is not working. So let's talk about bug life cycle. Yes, we have the bug life cycle. Just think about bug life cycle as the old stages or the old phases a bug is going to go through from the moment you discover the bug as a QA till the moment it is finally closed or the moment it is terminated, like the life cycle of a bug. The moment you discover, okay, this is a bug, you discover this bug. The moment you discover the bug as a Soma, can you please mute yourself? The moment you discover yourself as a QA, the bug as a Soma, good evening, can you hear me? All right, thank you. Yeah, the moment you discover the bug as a QA till the moment it is closed, like it is fixed and it is working and it is closed. And some bugs are long time, like they have long life. They live for long years. Some critical bugs. There was a time we were working on a bug at my work then. That bug lasted for like 3 months. because it is a very, very critical bug. The more they fix it, the more we discover another new fix that is attached to the bug. They need to fix it. They need to, at least the whole time and the whole duration we used to fix that particular bug was about 3 months before it was properly fixed. So some bugs are long life, like they have long life, like they have a long cycle. And we have some bugs they have a very short. Some bugs we not even make it to fixing stage. You can see this image. We're still going to talk about it, but some bug will not even make it to the fixing stage. Some bug will be rejected, terminated, duplicated, or deferred. So let's talk about the phases of a bug. Let's talk about the phases of a bug, like the life cycle of a bug. If you discover a new bug, right, the status of that bug is going to be new. It's going to be new. You just discovered that bug. Yes, this is a new bug. So if a testers identify and log a bug, then the status of that bug, you will set the status. You are still going to be next week, next class, we are going to be using linear application. I'm going to give us the link so we'll get it download on our PCs and devices before we come for next class. So we'll be able to know how to post a bug. We'll be using it for our bug reporting. So if you as a tester, if you get a bug, right, the first thing that bug, you are just finding it for the first time. It has not been reported. It is a new bug. So the status of the bug is going to be new. So after it is new, the team lead review it, the projects people review it, and they feel like, okay, yes, of course, this is a bug. This is a bug. Then they will change the status from new to assign or open. So if they have reviewed it, okay, yes, okay, you find a bug, okay, from new they will change the status of that bug after they have reviewed the bug. From new it will be changed to assigned or open. Some people will use assign and some people will use open. In the case when they use assigned, they might even assign the bug. Sometimes they might assign the bug to you. Sometimes they might assign it to maybe like the person that wants to review the bug, like maybe like a team lead. Like, okay, this is a new bug. Okay, just check, help us to confirm. They will assign it to the person, and after the person have assigned it, the person that the bug was assigned to will now change the status after it has confirmed that, okay, this is a bug. It will now change the status to open. This bug is open for fix. This bug is open for fix. Don't forget, when you first discover a bug, the status of the bug will be new. After it has been reviewed by the project team, they might assign that bug to someone that will, maybe like the QA team lead, somebody, or maybe like the QA team lead. In most cases, the person that QA team lead is going to review the bug. Okay, check, is this thing truly bug? Yes, it is a bug. Then they will change the status to open. Open means like, okay, this bug is open for fix. Like we can assign this bug to the developer to fix. And that's why I said that some bugs are short term and some bug are so for the case of bugs that have short life, right? If you open a bug as a QA, and that bug, someone else, maybe like you have more QAs in your working space, or you have more team working, more QA team, someone else has reported that same bug, and that same bug is still open, it has not been fixed. A bug can be duplicated only when someone else has reported that same bug and it has not been fixed. If someone else has reported that same bug and it has been fixed, it is not duplicated, because that's like we have a recurring bug. Like, this thing has been fixed before, but it has break, and that is still a bug. It's still a valid bug. But if a bug is reported by you and another QA reports that same bug, then we can just change the status to duplicated. And if it is duplicated, of course, it will move from duplicate to rejected. Like, that bug will be rejected, because we don't want to be working on we don't want to assign the same bug to the same developer at a time. So we'll change the status to rejected. Do we understand? Like, are we following before I continue? Do you have any question? I need to be so sure. Feedback, thumbs up, like you can just write in the chat box. I need to know. Okay, yeah. So thank you. Okay, so as I was saying, if the person that wants to review the bug, the person that was assigned, like the team lead that was assigned, and find out, okay, this bug is duplicated, then you can say, okay, this bug is duplicated, there's no need for fix. That bug will not be fixed. Or we can have rejected. When we reject bug, like it is duplicated, it's a good reason for us to reject because we don't want two developers to be working on a bug. We can reject bug if it is not a bug. If it is not a bug, okay, maybe you are trying to say that, maybe you are trying to say that, Favor, I'm trying to check your question. Please, was bug the first thing that was taught today? Favor, do you come late? We've talked about bug, definition of bug earlier, right? So
Yes,
yeah, so we've
yes,
talked
I
about.
came late. I came when you were talking about bugs. I don't know if you've taught something else before that.
No, 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 no. We started with definition of bugs, then we move to the life
Oh,
cycle. All right.
yeah.
So as I was saying, if the bug is duplicated, they can reject it because they don't want people to be like two developers to be working on the same bug. That is going to no is not going to be cost effective, and also time is not advisable. When we say like we deferred a bug, like the cases where how we have the status to be not a bug. Omolara, please unmute and talk.
Okay, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
My question now is you said if two people are working on the same bug, it will be rejected. Does that mean that it will be cancelled? It will not be worked on again, or what? I don't understand.
Come again, please. Sorry.
You said if two people are working on the same bug, like they reported the same bug in an application and it will be rejected, does it mean they won't work on it again, or what? I don't
They will
understand.
work on it, but they will not work on the second one. Like they will work on it based on before something can be duplicated, there will be like the original. Like I don't know if you get my point.
Okay,
So
so the one they will work on is the first one that was reported, not
yes,
the
it's the
second
first,
one.
not the second one. It's still the same thing. So there's no point in you are trying to fix the same thing. So there's no point in working on the two. So you have to reject one and focus on one since it's the same
All
thing.
right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Do you have another question? So
No, no, no.
all right, all right. So sometimes, right, you can report a bug, like this button is not working. Okay, blessing, your hand is raised.
Yes, ma. I still don't get the duplicate part. What I don't understand.
Duplicate back,
This,
the duplicate part is that, okay, you want to report a bug now as a QA, right? You report, Samuel has reported a bug. Blessing, are you following?
yes,
Samuel has
ma'am.
report a bug, like, okay, the login button is not working, like it's broken, it's not working. Samuel has reported that bug. You were testing, Samuel was testing also. But maybe another day on this, anytime, Samuel reports the bug first. The button is not working. But when you are testing too, you see it. This button is not working. Then you went and report it also. We have two same, like the bug you reported and the bug Samuel reported is the same thing.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's
Okay, I
duplicate.
get it.
So
Okay,
they will not work on. They will reject that bug because it's duplicate, and they will work on the first one for
okay,
it to be
okay.
fixed.
Thank you. I
All
get it.
right. All right, you're welcome. So we have not a bug. Not a bug is just when there's a bug. Like sometimes it's not like a bug. Maybe it's server error. Maybe you're trying to test something and you are getting an error and it's not like a bug. It might be server error. Maybe like your network was not properly connected or something. They will just test and maybe you feel like, okay, the button is not working, but ideally maybe you not wait for the page to load before you click on it or something. You can have a status of a bug to be not a bug, right? Like when you report, but you're so sure you see it. Yes, there was a time I was so sure I saw a bug, and my team lead said it's not a bug. When I went to test back, also I see that okay, this thing is not a bug because I did not get the requirements of the application very well. So there's a button I need to toggle before that stuff will be able to be disabled. So I did not toggle the button, so that is not a bug. So you can have instances that will just reject that bug, and any bugs that fall under duplication, rejected, or deferred. Any bug that fall under duplicated or not a bug is going to be rejected. But the deferred bug is when you are trying to report a low priority bug, and they feel like, okay, if we did not fix this thing now, like it's not going to affect anything, so it is going to be deferred. Deferred bug can be fixed later, like they will still fix it, but at least for now, for the process, maybe for the time we are going to be releasing our application, we don't have time to fix this bug. So those are the cases that our bugs can, those are the status our bugs can fall under after it is open. But if it is a bug and we are so sure that it is a bug, then we'll move on to fix. Like they will assign the bug to the developer. Okay, developer Lagbaja, you are the one to fix this thing, fix this bug. So when the developer has fixed the bug, he's going to set it for testing, and you're going to test. Like you're going to test. Some people use with pending testing, some people use for testing, some application use like we have, or some on some application have testing. So you are going to set the status of your bug to testing, or maybe pending testing if you have not tested or you are testing. So after you have test, like you have test that bug, you have test and you have retest, we can have this reopen. Reopen just simply means that you log a bug and the developer did not fix it. After you have text, you have do everything you're supposed to do, and you're so sure that okay, this developer did not fix this bug, or is just lying. As I've said that, developers, hope we don't have developers in this class. Okay, so you are going to check if you are trying to test something now and it's not properly working. So you are not going to change that status of that bug to verify or closed. No, you are going to set it to reopen. Like you reopen that bug for developer to go back and fix it, because after you test it, it's not working. So you will reopen the bug for developer to reopen. And if you reopen a bug, it will go back to that status. Like you reopen it, so developer will pick it up again, it will fix it, the QA will test it again. That's how I said that some bug have a short life cycle. Some bug will just pass, like after you have reported it and it's open, developer will fix it once the developer say he has fixed it, you just go test and it is like it's working, you will close, it will move from verify to close, like you will close. But some cases, if the developer has not fixed it, you have to reopen it, developer will go and try again and fix it again. If you after fixing and you test again and it's still not working, you still have to reopen it. You don't have to pity the developer. Even if you are reopen, if for you to, even if it's meant to you for you to reopen like 100 times, like if you want to reopen like 1 million times, if it's allowed, like you just have to continue to reopen. You can only close a bug, because if you close a bug, the impact of you closing that bug is that anything that comes thereafter is going to be on you. Just imagine you close a bug that okay, a button is working. It's not going to be on a developer. You are going to close a bug and you're going to add your comments. Okay, this bug that I'm closing is properly fixed and I have tested it and it is working. So what you are telling the development team is that that bug is not existing in the application again. Imagine you now close a bug, they now give it for clients to use, or maybe a user now find that same bug that you've said you have closed and you have passed. They will doubt it if you really test. So you need to be so sure. Even if a developer is fixing a bug 1 million times, it does not concern you. As long as that thing is not working, it's still not working. You don't have to bend protocols or try to okay, let us patch it. No, you have to be so sure that a bug is functionally working and it is working, like working the way it's supposed to work, before you can say, okay, yes, I want to close this bug. Okay, do we have any questions so far? Do we have any question from anybody before we move on? Do you have any question? All right, peace. Can go ahead.
Hi, Taiwo. Good evening.
Yeah,
Okay, my
good evening.
question is, if you are designing your bug reports, is it ideal to add all these options in your drop down?
Ideal to add these options. Like
Yes.
it depends. This thing is all these test management tools, right? They have
Yeah.
these options. We are still going to talk about linear. Example, linear, Jira, and Redmine. They have these options. So once you are moving from a stage to the next stage, you'll be changing your status. Do you get do you get the point? It is called
Yes.
status. So once the bug moves from new to assign, the whosoever change it to assign will change it to assign. Once they move from open to fix, the whosoever that fix it will change it to fix. So it is like a status that needs to be updated. Why? Because it will keep you in track of what you are doing. If your bug is new, and for me now, if a developer says that he has fixed a bug and it is ready for me to test, if he did not put it for testing or to approval, I will not know that I should be able to pick up that bug to test. Do you get my point? So it's just
Yes,
for you
but
to
what
keep
if
it.
you are working outside these tools? Let's say maybe you are using Excel or Google Sheets to track the
Okay,
bugs.
okay,
Is
people
it
are using.
ideal to use these options?
If you're using Excel or Google Sheets, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's really necessary, because this stuff's beyond there is beyond QA. And I don't know if that Google Sheet is just limited to the QA. I don't know if you get my point. Because this,
Yeah.
from new, it is you that will create it and set it to new. The assign will be maybe like the project manager or the team lead is the person that will change the status to assign. The developer will be the one that will change it to fixed after it has been fixed. Do you get? So it is not only
Yes.
QA that is going to control the status. So
Okay.
it depends.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, do you have any other question? Do you have any other question? Okay, all right. So we are going to move on to, so what is bug reports? We are going to talk about bug reports. So what is bug reports? We are just trying to, bug reports is a document record of an error or in software. It is when you're talking about bug reports, just think about it as you are trying to give a report of the bug you find. Like, okay, I found a bug on this application. Okay, I want to give a report. I want to talk about it. I want to let other people know I found it. I find this bug. So that is what we call bug report. Like it usually include like the title, like, okay, your bug title. Of course, your bug should have a title. What is the title of your bug? And your title should be, we are still going to talk about that when we get to the elements of bugs. We are still going to talk about that. Like, you have a title, you have a bug title, you have steps to reproduce. The steps to reproduce is what the developer is if you tell a developer that you find a bug, sometimes the developer did not even they don't have close relationship to the application like that. What developer is just have is, okay, let me just build this application, let it just be working. But for QA, you understand the application more than them. You read the requirements, you interact with the application more, like you interact with what user will do more than them. So you have to give the developers the steps to reproduce, and the steps to reproduce must be as simple as it, like, it's like, it should not be something that would be buggy, like that would be, I don't know, that you'll be using big drama, or something that the developer will not catch. It must be very simple, like if the developer is reading an expected result or expected behavior. Okay, I found a bug now. Example, like the login button is not working. That can be my title. What are the steps to reproduce? Navigate to the home page of the application and input correct password and correct email or correct username. Then click on the login button. Expected results now. What do you expect? Like, if the button is working, what is going to be my expected result? Okay, the login button should work properly and navigate users to the home page of the application. That is the expected result. But the actual behavior is that when I click on the login button, is not working, like the user is not being navigated to the home page of the application. The user is just stranded on the login page. So that can be the actual behavior. Expected behavior is, what do you expect the app to do? Like, okay, you said this thing is not working. I expect this app to be, if the condition that will make this particular scenario to work is if it works this way as expected. I will expect it to work. Actual results or actual behavior is how it is working, like how it is currently working, that make you to think that stuff is a bug. That is what is going to be your actual behavior. And the primary purpose of a bug report is to clearly communicate the problem to the development team, as I've said earlier, so they can investigate and resolve it. So if we are trying to write a bug report, like you are trying to communicate to the developer, you're trying to communicate to the development team as a whole, let it be as simple as it can be. Don't write too much steps, avoid writing too much stories, just use simple words, but at least let it be simple and understandable at the same time, something that's okay, they can easily understand. Expected behavior, let it be concise, let it be so simple, and as actual behavior also, let it be so simple, because the primary purpose of it is like you're trying to communicate to the developer that okay, this is the bug I found, this is what I want, and this is not what this is how it's working, and this is how it's not working. And an effective report should be clear, concise, and complete. Like if you are trying to report a bug, don't stress your developer. Sometimes as a QA, you need to even know what caused the bug. Like you need to know, like if you know what caused the bug, sometimes you'll be able to give your developer an hint of where to go and fix the bug. And developer like QA that reports bugs and they were able to understand, and at least there is an hint of okay, what is really going on, so that they will know what to go and fix. Okay, imagine like a require field is not working. Your bug title have been saying is that okay, no, the username is a require field and is not working. Username require field functionality is not working. That is what your title is saying. So even developer getting the title alone, it will know where it's going. It will know okay, this is what is going on before he can even read the steps, expected behavior and actual behavior. He know what he wants to fix. So your bug must be clear, concise. It must be clear, concise, and complete if you are trying to write a bug report. So how to write a good bug report, right? As I've said earlier, a good bug report, it helps the developer to understand and how to fix it quickly. So how to write a good bug report? Number one, you have your title or your bug ID. For the case of Peace, the other time she said that she's using like an Excel to track a bug, right? So I'll advise that there is a bug ID for it, like a bug ID. But if you are using all these management tools, right, by default they should give you an ID for that bug, and some application you have to include it. So your bug should have a bug ID, like okay, this is the first bug I'm seeing on this application. Your ID can be anything. Be free to use something that is that is relatable, right? Maybe like 001, this is the first bug, okay, 001. That is the bug ID there. Then we have title. What is title? Like a short and clear title, like very short. What is going on? What is going on in that application that you make it to see that makes you to say the application is not working? Okay, the login button not working on the mobile application. So for a developer that wants to fix this type of bug, we not even try to go to the web application. You know that okay, the issue is on mobile. It will go directly to the mobile and test on mobile, then know how to fix the bug. Okay, it's working on web but it's not working on mobile. The developer will have get the idea of what to do. So that's why I said that your title must be clear, like a bug title. It should be clear and concise, like very very clear, and at least the developer should be able to understand what to check for. Now environments, like where did this bug happen? And we've talked about environments in this class like several times. Environment like your device. Okay, I test this bug on iPhone. Your operating system. Okay, it is Windows 10, Windows 11, iOS, any version or anything. The Android 13, Android 14. Now your browser, what browser did you use? Sometimes you will be trying to do something. Sometimes they will be trying to do something, right, and it will be working on a particular browser, and when you get to another browser it will not work. So you need to let your developer know. If it is, you need to let your developer know the environment that you use, the internet connection, although this one is not like is not like really required, but you might add it. Okay, I'm on when I was testing this bug, when I was testing this application, I was on Wi-Fi. Sometimes, okay, I was on my network, on my personal network, maybe like 3G, 4G, 5G. But this is not like really necessary. But you can include it so the developer will be able to really know what is going on. The tester name, of course, and how often the bugs happens. Like how many times did you check? Like how many times did you check? You need to, it's not like you are trying to test an application now. You try to click on a button the first time and you feel like it's not working, then you want to go and report it to developer. Bam, no, you need to check it okay, I need to confirm. So okay, when I was checking for this bug, I checked like 5 times, I checked like 6 times, I checked like 10 times before I can come to report the bug. Do you understand? Do you have any question before we move on? Please, do you understand? Do you have any question before we will move on? Okay, I'll assume we can move on. So after you have your bug title and you have your environment, you have your bug ID, you have your bug title, you have your environment. So the next thing we have is step to reproduce. Step to reproduce. The first step is going to be there. What is the step? The first step, open the application, navigate to the home page of the application. Okay, navigate if you're trying to do it an internal module, right? Like maybe like you're trying to do it like an internal module. I'm just trying to look for an example, maybe like an all section or photo section. You navigate to the photo section of that application, so the developer will know that okay, this bug is not on this place, is not on this place, let me go to this place. Then you explain what happened, give him step by step. Open the application, click on login, enter a valid email and password, tap the login button. Number 5 is not working or nothing happened. So it needs to be very clear for developer to be able to reproduce. It is steps to reproduce. We are not supposed to be using words that with the developer will not understand, or when the developer is trying to reproduce the bug, the developer cannot reproduce it. Sometimes your developer might not even be on site with you, like most of these developers work remotely, and you need just to read what you give to him to fix the bug. So you need to make sure that whenever you're trying to give out a bug to your developer to fix, your steps to reproduce are clear and very, very understandable, like very relatable to the developer. Expected results. Okay, what should happen? I've explained this before. What should happen if the software work correctly? If this particular thing is working, what should happen? User should be redirected to the dashboard after login. I've said it before, to the dashboard, to the home page, to any, at least there should be a redirection. You are trying to log into the application and there should be a redirection. Now the actual result is what actually happened. So maybe after the user have clicked on the application, nothing happened and no error message is shown to notify the user that okay, there is an error. Okay, if there is no error, then what is really going on? Nothing happened, there is no redirection, there is nothing that is going on the system. So that about how to report a bug. Do you have any question before we move on? Any question? Any addition, subtraction? So you will add your visual proofs, like your evidence. After you have, right, don't forget you will start with a bug title. Then you will start with after your bug title, you will have your, is it steps? No, you're not having steps first. Some people have bug this, okay, the environment. Some people have bug description, right? I did not add it. I'm supposed to add bug description. Even before steps, some people have bug description. Like the bug description is just like a very short, like a very short, you just want to describe what is going on, right? It's going to be like a very short way for you to just describe, okay, I'm trying to do this on this application, is not working. We have bug description also, we can add that. It's not on this slide. So the next thing is for us to add our visual proofs. Like our visual proofs can be screenshots, it can be video. Just take a screenshot, okay, this thing is not working. Bah. Video also, so you need to include your video. If this video, if it is video you want to do, you can just do the short video for the developer to see. You will highlight when you're trying to give visual proof. Don't just give visual proof for developer to start looking for what to fix. So like you need to show the developer what exactly the developer should fix. I feel like I highlighted something today. I'm just trying to show us an image. Why is it not loading? Okay. You see? Like you need to highlight that area you are trying to talk about. Like so the developer will understand that okay, this is the area you are talking about. You need to highlight it. You need to highlight that area. I feel like I have a lot. And sometimes you might even include some sense of write up in the area. Can you see my screen, please? Anyone? Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right, all right. Yes. So you need to let the developer know what you are trying to say, right? At least I don't just take screenshots and give it to the developer like that. No. Highlight that area. This particular area, this particular area, this particular area. Let it be highlighted, properly highlighted. So the developer will know what to fix and what not to fix. So if you are trying to give a visual proof and if it is a video, you have to um, know how to explain that part for the developer, so the developer will get what you are trying to say. Just don't give the screenshot of the whole application to the developer. No, you need to highlight that area that is not working, so developer will know, okay, this is the area you are talking about, and this is going to help the developer to fix the bug faster. Now we have severity and priority. You see this you see this priority. Most of the time the QA and the project manager used to drag it, but in case um but I feel like some people feel like okay, it is QA job to put priority. Some people feel like it is product owner or the project management responsibility to put the priority. But let's just have the understanding of priority and severity. Severity is how bad is the bug. This is what this severity, nobody is actually dragging it with QA. You have to, the bug, right? You have to add the impact of the bug. Okay, how bad is this bug? Okay, it's just a low issue, like maybe you are trying to check a screen, like the screen. Maybe you're trying to, how am I going to say it? Maybe like a letter is missing. I'm trying to spell THE, and this E is missing in my D. Then this kind of bug is a bug, but it is a low priority bug, right? It is a low priority bug. So you have to put the priority. Is it low? Is it minor? Like, is it minor? Is it major? Like, is it something that is, or it is critical? For critical bugs, they are very, very high priority bugs that need to be attended to immediately, because it can crash the application. Or maybe just imagine a user is trying to use the banking app, and you are trying to, anytime you try to buy airtime that is above 5,000, you will get credited for 50,000. That is like a critical bug, because the company will run at loss. Because if end users discover that anytime you charge 5,000 and above in a particular application, they would credit you 50,000 and you'll be debited 5,000. I know we Nigerians, everybody wants, oh yeah, go and use this application to recharge. Go and use this application to recharge. So it is a critical bug. So you have to put it, because it's have a critical, like, it's going to affect the application. And minor and major, they are just middle. Sometimes we have some people will use the priority, the severity of the bug. Some cases we have high, medium, and low, and in some cases we have low, minor, major, and critical. So just your low and critical are still the same. Your low, critical, and your high and low are still talking about the same thing. If it is high, then it have a very, very, very negative impact on the application. So it needs to be fixed as soon as possible. And if it is low, the application is not really, if it is low, right, the application it does not really have like a big impact on the application. Like, the application can work without it being fixed, so you will add it to it. If it is minor, something that is like, it is low, but it is low, but it is, at least you still need to fix it. It is a minor bug, it's not a major one. And if it is major bugs, like, it's an important feature. Imagine you are trying to check for You're trying to test a banking application, and you're trying to check if users can make payment, right? You now notice that if users input 1,000 naira, like there's no comma separation. Like if you input 100,000 naira, there's no like there's no comma separation. I hope you understand. So like that kind of bug, at least, is still a minor bug, because user default settings, you want to know how many zeros you've input so far. With the comma separation, it will make it easier for users to know. So you have to classify your bug according to the severity. You have to classify it: is it low, is it minor, is it major, is it critical? And the priority is different from severity. If they ask you what is severity is just how bad the bug is, how important is the bug. Sorry, the priority is the severity is how bad the bug is, like how the impacts of the bug on the application, how negative impacts the bug has on the application, like the negative impacts of the bug on the application. That's severity. But priority, on the other hand, it is when we are talking about, okay, when are we fixing this bug? When are we fixing this bug? That is priority. How soon should this bug be fixed? Okay, for sometimes a bug can be low and the priority of that bug can be high. Imagine you have a bug, a low priority bug, but the clients are complaining that it is a low, like maybe like you want to spell something and it's not properly spelled, but the client say that they don't want it that way. I mean the end users of the application. It's for that kind of bug, although it is a low priority bug, like it is a low severity bug, but since the client wants it to be fixed, the priority can change. The priority can be high. So it does not mean that, okay, because the severity of this bug is low, the priority must be low. No, the priority is just how important the bug should be fixed, how it affects the users, if the users are complaining, and how it should be picked up. And for the priority, we have low, medium, high. Like if it is low, we can fix it later. Some bug status we set to, okay, it can be fixed later. Yeah, I even have a lot. Some bug status can set to medium. Like, okay, fix doing normal updates. Like, okay, don't fix it now. We can fix it, like, not is not as urgent. But if you have developers that are not really working on something, let us just give it to them to fix medium bugs. And sometimes we have it high, like, okay, our client wants this thing to be working now and right now. So let's go over it again. How you report a good bug. You're going to have the title of the bug or the ID of the bug, the environment, like environment at which you tested the application, of course, and you are reporting the bug. And we have the steps to reproduce. I added the bug description, like bug description. Yes, you can have that also. You just have to describe your bug in 2 to 3 line sentence, right? You just have to describe the bug, what is going on. And we have the expected results. Okay, when I was testing, this is what I was expecting, but this is what I actually got. And we have the actual results, expected results, and actual results. We have the visual proofs, and don't forget, I said the visual proof should be something that users, developers can see and relate to. There are some things that developers can see and relate to. And we have expected results, actual results. We have visual proofs, and we have bug priority and severity. Severity is different from priority. Severity is how important it is for us to fix how bad the bug is, how the impact of the bug on the application, and the priority is how important it is for us to fix the bug. Should it be fixed now? Should it be fixed later? Do we have any question before we go to the next step, like the next? Any question? So I assume you understand, right? So I can ask my questions. Okay, Manuel, you can unmute and talk.
Right. Good evening.
Good evening.
Well done. I want to ask, in a case whereby you're testing or you're working on a software and you discover multiple bugs, probably 20, will you be creating multiple bug reports, or how are we going to do it? Would fix everything in a report, or be creating multiple reports for each bug we found?
You will create, if you find 20 bugs, you create 20 bug reports. You cannot, except if they are kind of related. I don't know if you get my point. But if they are separate bugs, of course, you have a separate report for it. So it is
Well,
left for the project team to decide on which one they want to fix or which one they are not fixing.
okay, the question again, what if there's a time restraint on the app?
What if there's a what?
Or something? What is there's a time restraint on the software?
And that's why I said that you need to, as a QA, you need to report every bug you find. It is now left for the project team to decide on the one they can fix and the one they cannot fix, maybe because of time. Do you get my
The
point?
reason I asked is because of time consumption, so I'm
And
creating
that's what I'm
multiple.
saying. It is not for you. It is not for QA to see bug and feel like, okay, this bug that I see, I will not report it. It is not professional. Let me just put it like that. Your own should not be
So
like,
if I'm listening.
you want to say something.
No, I'm listening.
It is not professional for a QA to see a bug and to not report a bug. Report the bug. Beyond you reporting bug, you have the team lead, you have the products, and you have the project people. Let them review it. Let them see if it's something they can fix. Let them see if it's something that will have impact on the application before they deploy. Let them know. Just let them know what is going on. So in case anything happen, like maybe after deployment and there is any issue and client is complaining about something that you've already reported, you will be able to show them evidence that, okay, I talked about this thing. I have this, I have reported this. So they will not put the blame on you. They will put the blame on the development team because they did not fix it before deploying. I don't know if you get my point.
Yes, no, I got it. Thank you.
Yes. So you need to report every bug you find, except you do not see it. As soon as you see it, report it. It's not necessary they fix everything, of course, time. But let them know that, okay, this thing is happening. Just let them know. Give them an hint of what is going on. Do you have another question?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Uh, all right. Thank you very much. Do you have another question from anybody? Any question? Do we understand? Okay. Before we go to our task, right? We'll be having a task and we'll be rounding off the section. Let me just ask you a question. So we want to tell us like we want to walk us through what a bug life cycle looks like a walkthrough, a bug life cycle. Anyone? Who want to walk us through what a bug life cycle looks like? Monisola, do you want to talk? You can unmute and talk. Who want to walk us through what a bug life cycle look like? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, I know you people do not like talking. I forgot. Good evening, Shiamaka.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Please, can you give us a walkthrough what a bug life cycle look like the phases a bug will pass
Oh,
through?
okay. Um, okay. The bug life cycle.
Yes.
You're going to like we start the tester with the QA when we identify a bug. The project manager, whoever is in charge, will assign the bug.
Okay.
Like, and when the bug is open, let me say, for example, probably like I cited an error and three other people too cited the same error. So the bug will be flagged as duplicate, whereby
Okay.
one person will be assigned to it and the other two will be dismissed.
Okay.
And the rejected part, those ones that are dismissed are the rejected ones. And when the bugs want to be when they want to defer the bug, probably it is not high priority. For example, when you write a word, let me say I wanted to write a name. For example, let me say Tola, and I just write TOL, and I forget to
Okay.
write a name, to write A. So they will categorize it as just low priority. Probably it's not having any effect on the application. You just have to do it. And uh, not a bug. The things, or maybe we say something that we feel like it's a bug. Let me say a toggle, for example, you said a toggle. Maybe you need to switch on a toggle for a particular application to be effective, and uh, you didn't know, so you reported it. And if they see it like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be, so that's not a bug. So when let's now go back to the open application or open bug. When the bug have been fixed by the developer,
Okay.
they will say the developer we change the status to fixed. So you as a tester, we have it on a pending retest, whereby you have to retest it. Okay, this person said he or she has fixed it, but I'm going to retest to confirm maybe the thing have already been properly fixed like the way I want it. So if it has been fixed, it will navigate to verified. And if it has not been fixed according to one's satisfaction, you have to reopen it and start the process all over again till you reach your satisfaction, and when everything is done you close it. So that's what I understand.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. That was very detailed. That was very detailed. So thank you very much, Amaka.
You're
Who else
welcome.
wants to tell us about who else wants to tell us about how to report a bug? Like what are the stuff we should include in our reporting? Anyone? Or should I call name again? All right. All right. All right. Good evening, Oluwadamilare. Oluwadamilare, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, ma. I can hear you, ma.
All right, thank you. Please, can you just walk us through how we report a bug, like how we write our bug, what should be there, what should not be there, like a very quick one.
Okay, writing a bug, a test plan, right?
A bug report, like how to
Bug,
write a bug report. Did you just join this call?
not quite long.
Like how many minutes?
Like, let me check. Like 20 minutes.
And you should right now. You should be able to say something.
Okay, from where I joined the class,
Yeah.
when writing a bug report, our report should be clear
Mm-hmm.
and it should be it should be clear to the extent that the developer can understand what we are writing.
Yeah.
So we should have a bug ID talking about the bug we detected and the bug and the details about the bug with a visual proof.
Bug ID. I got that. Details about the bug. Do you mean bug description?
Bug description with a visual proof.
What is a
So
visual proof?
either a video or a picture.
Okay. So what else?
The priority of the bug or the severity of the bug.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. So who wants to help us with the remaining stuff in our bug report? I feel like it was not properly covered. Anyone? Or want to give us another walkthrough? Let me go and look for name. Good evening, Favor. Favor, good evening. Can you
Good
hear me?
evening.
Yeah. Please
Yes,
give
I
us a
can.
walkthrough of, of elements in our bug report. Like what should be there?
Elements of the bug report should contain a bug ID,
Bug ID.
and I should yes, and the title or the ID should be like short and like straight to the point
Yeah. Bug
and clear
title.
as well.
Yeah.
Then environment.
Okay.
Environment should be the place where the bug had happened. Maybe like on an iPhone 12, on a Dell system or something like HP. Then the operating system as well, like maybe Windows, Android, or iOS.
Okay.
The browser, and I think the browser version too.
Okay, that's still environment.
Yes, that's still under environment.
Yes.
The steps to reproduce.
Yes. Steps to
Steps to
reproduce.
reproduce. Yes, this is to use like clear and simple language to list the steps,
Okay.
and then yes, to list the steps and expected results. There's expected results too, which
Yes.
is to like describe what happened, or you should describe what happens if the software is working well, like the normal process if there were to be no bugs.
Okay.
That's what should be in like expected result. Then there's actual results, which is to explain what happened, like when you actually did the test, what like the reaction, let's say reactions, sorry, the stuff that happened. Maybe you clicked on logged in now, and it actually took you to the exact page, or to like a dashboard, or to like a cart. Maybe you're ordering something. Then
Yeah.
there's visual proof,
Okay.
which is to be like send like visual videos, or maybe like screenshots, and you should highlight the exact issues that are in the screenshots or in the videos. Then there's bug severity and priority. That's the one I'm not so clear about. I don't think I can explain it properly.
Okay. You can
But
give
I
it a
think
try.
severity okay. I should try.
Yeah. I want you to.
Okay. Okay. I think severity is when the bug is high. No, I think it's showing how much harm the bug does to the web page or something, or maybe to the
Exactly. Yes.
application.
Yes. To the application. Yeah. That's
By
severity.
while for priority, it's showing like if it should be fixed early, or like it's just maybe like prioritizing what should be fixed first. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe this one
That's
should be
just it.
fixed earlier than this one. You said?
Yes, I said that's it, but at least you're not comparing. In this case, you're not comparing. You're just telling us, okay, when should this bug should be fixed? Like this particular bug. Okay, can we fix this bug later? Can we fix it now? Should it be fixed later? Do you get the point?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Favor. Thank you
Yes,
very
ma'am.
much.
Then there's
That's
bug
very
description. Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
No
Thank you very
problem.
much. Yeah,
But I
because
have a
of
question. Is bug description underneath?
Ma.
Is bug description underneath? Is bug description? I have a question. Is bug
Yes, I can hear you.
description underneath steps to reproduce?
No, it should
Can
come
you hear me?
before. It should come before. Favor, can you hear
Oh,
me?
okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, I can. I heard you. Thank you.
Okay, so we are going to. Do you have any question? Any question before we do a quick task? No question, right? Okay, so I'm going to send us the link to this application on the chat. And before then, I'm going to send two links. This first link is for the task I want to do now. And this second link is for the linear application. Linear application is this is it. We'll be using it next week, right? Something like this. I just want to open. I don't know why it's not opening yet. Okay. So I want us to download it. So this is it. We'll be able to know how to create. So when you are done, you can send me your email. I would love to add everybody to the project. So anytime you're creating bug, I can review it from there. Because if I ask you to start reporting bugs, so you can start reviewing it from there. Do you have any question based on that? I've sent the 2 links. The first link is for the tax. The second link is for, you can copy it or you can just click on it, copy and save somewhere for the second link. For the first link, okay, peace unmute and talk.
Sarah, I didn't get your last instruction in regards to reporting bugs.
I said
You
that
mentioned something
I said
in
2 links.
regards to linear. Okay.
I said 2 links to the chat now, right? I said I want us to, for those of us that don't have the application, I want us to get the application. Just click on it, like try to get the application. So when you are done, you can send your mail to me. I want to add us to the project. So when you are reporting your bugs, I'll be able to see it. If I ask us to report bug on it, I want to create it as a working space for us. Do you get the point now? So anytime you report a bug, you post a bug there, I'll be able to see it. We are going to walk through the application next class. But I want us to understand what a bug is, how to report a bug. So when we are having a walkthrough of the application, it will be kind of more easier for us to relate to it. Please do. Have I answered your question? All right. So this is, you can see my screen, everyone, right? Do you have any other question? Okay. So this is the class tax. I sent a link to the chat. Click on the link. You have to test the login functionality of the application. Just check, at least, just carefully test. Just find at least 2 bugs and just write a detailed bug report, just to test our knowledge on writing bug report. Just write a detailed bug report, and when you are done, we are having it now. We are doing it now, like now. Like we still have 30 minutes, so we can do it now, Omolara. So when you are done, you can let me know so we can have a review of the work. Did we get the question? Do you have any question concerning that?
I don't get it. You said we should log in and then send you mail when we are done, and then also download the application. I don't get exactly what you mean.
Jesus. I sent 2
Yes,
URL. The second one, the linear application, should be considered after this class.
Okay.
You are not to get that now. It's not something you can get now. That's why we do not have this section now. So the first one is for the class tax. Do you get? Please almost.
Okay, for the task, when
For the
I
class
clicked on it,
tax,
yes, on the task, this class work, the
yes.
link, when I clicked on it, so it's bringing out login instead of sign up.
That
There's no
is a
option
log.
for sign up.
Is a login page. It's a login page, so you have to test the login page.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there's no sign up option. Yeah, just test and report box. So you're not using any application to report your bug now. You're just reporting your bug. Just write a bug report. Maybe you want to use Google Doc or something. Just write those everything now and just let me know when you're done. Do you have another question? Have you started testing? Good evening, Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh,
Longest time.
oh, thank you very much. You were quite quiet in class
How are
today.
you today?
I'm good.
Yes, I was enjoying the class.
Okay. Okay, have you started your tax? The class tax?
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
working now.
All right. Anthony,
Okay, please. Are we to report the bug here or to send it to your email? How do you want it?
no, I just want you to write the report and you can, when you are done, you can share your screen.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Let you go. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Yeah, I can hear you.
Good evening. Please, can you repeat the question? I didn't get it.
The question is on the screen. Like I sent the Hello, can you hear me now? Monisola. Sorry, I've been talking. I did not know I was muted.
Okay.
Yes, the question is on the screen, right? So I sent the link in the chat of this call. You can check the chat.
Okay.
So you have to
Okay.
click on that link. You test the login page of the site, and you write a bug report, like at least just a bug or two, just a simple bug report based on what we've
Okay.
taught so far.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. It should be done by now. Samuel, are you not done? Good evening, Mr. Samuel.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm actually not in with my system, and I'm currently on the road. So that's why I'm trying to see what I can do. I've opened in Google form already. I'm trying to Google document. Sorry, and I'm trying to input the right thing. I don't know if you can give me a minute or more minutes to finish.
Okay.
Can I share mine?
Yes, you can go ahead. Let me stop sharing. So you can share screen now.
Sure. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. Okay. Title of my blog is access to an unregistered user.
Okay.
So the environment is this bug occurs when using a Google Chrome browser on a laptop.
Okay.
Steps to reproduce this bug. Input an unregistered email address and password. Click
Okay.
the enter button. User is redirected to the dashboard.
Okay.
Then expected result is an error message stating unregistered user. Actual result that we see when we do this, an unregistered user is redirected to the dashboard.
All right.
Bug severity and priority. Severity 4, critical.
Okay.
Priority 4, high.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you explain that 4-4 in case of those of us that do not know? Like
Okay.
why do you use 4-4? Yes.
When reporting bug severity and priority, if it is a high severity bug, you use 4, showing that this is high, is critical. Then if it is low, you use 1, or you can even use 0. If it is not something that is that important, you can use 0. It's not, or you can use 1 to say, okay, this is a very low severity bug. But if you use 4, that means you are saying, reporting that, okay, this is a very critical severity bug. Then if you, the same applies to priority. If you use 4, it shows that it is a high priority. If you use 1 or 0, it shows that it is low. Then if you use 3 and 2, it's just showing it's medium in any of them.
Okay. So thank you very much. I want, oh, Mr. Victor, go back to your
Oh,
bug
so
reports. Sorry. I want to add something like to your expected results, right? An error message stating unregistered user. You're not just expecting an error message according to your bug step. Like according to your last step, it said user is redirected to the dashboard. So I feel like that is not what you're expecting for an unregistered user. You're expecting like an access to be denied. Like you do not want the user to be navigated to the dashboard. So that should also be included to your expected results. It's not just an error message. Sometimes an error message might just pop up that unregistered user, and user
I
can
totally
still
agree with you.
be logged in. So that's just it. So thank you very much. That's a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. So anyone? Yeah, you can stop sharing now.
I think I've stopped now.
Yeah, thank you. All right. So who wants to go next?
Can I share my screen, man?
Yes, you can share screen. Are you the one sharing or Mr. Victor? Mr. Victor, someone is sharing already.
Okay, I'm not sharing.
Okay. All right. Okay, bug reports, the bug ID, the bug description. When clicking the login button without entering a user and password, is not logs in successful instead of showing validation error. Okay. Device error priority. I severity critical. Visit the boot the username. And so let me read your bug description again. Sorry. Yes. Okay, okay. Now I'll come down. All right. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Damla. Okay. Who else wants to go? Who else wants to share his our screen now? All right, you can go, Anthony. Anthony, you can unmute and talk. Anthony.
Okay, so I want to share my screen to show
Yes, you
you what
can.
I've done. So, sorry, just a moment.
All right. Okay. Why is the project also your name? Go down. Okay. Version of applicable. Okay, go down. Go down. The login page allow unauthorized access. This um Scroll up, not down, up. Yes. This summary, right? I feel like you should have used description instead. And now, how many bugs do we have? Oh, okay. Okay, you're trying to give us like 3 bugs, then you have a summary for it. Oh, Anthony, please unmute and talk. I need to understand what. Anthony, can you hear me? Anthony, you are muted in case you are talking. Please unmute. Anthony, I'm not sure you can hear me, or can you hear me? Can you stop sharing your screen if you cannot unmute so we can have. Anthony.
He's watching Chelsea match.
Okay, Chelsea is playing match. Hey, at least unmute now. I just want to understand what you did because I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 and your summary.
I'm not sure that is what happened though. I'm just guessing.
Oh, you're watching Chelsea match, you yourself.
Anthony.
Hello? Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah,
It's Anthony that we are looking for.
Okay. Sorry. My system kind of misbehaved and it was not responding the way I wanted. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can hear
Okay,
you.
so what I did was
For the summary, just the summary.
okay, for the summary, I tried logging in with just the username and it logged in without the password. So what I was expecting that I should prompt me for a password or I shouldn't be able to log in. But I was able to give it grant me access. So that's
No,
for
I
me.
mean, hello, Anthony, please. I just want to be so sure that your summary does not represent your description because I feel I can see like you are trying to compile like 3 bugs in the summary. That's I want to get the purpose of the summary because for a bug should have if you are reporting a bug, it should be a bug. Don't compile bug.
Okay.
Yes,
Maybe
that's what I'm trying.
that's my error.
Yes,
Sorry.
that's what I'm trying to. If you want to describe a bug, describe that bug, then describe another bug and another bug. Don't try to.
Okay.
Yes, that's you did a perfect job. Thank you very much. All right, Samuel, you can share your screen. Anthony, please stop sharing now. Samuel.
Hello. I cannot share my screen if someone else is sharing the screen.
Hey, Anthony, can you stop sharing?
Anthony, come on.
Mr. Victor said you are watching Chelsea match the other time. Is it? He said it too. I was not there.
If I would definitely report you to developers.
Are you a developer? I should kick him
I'm
out.
not.
All right, Samuel, you can share your screen now. Share your screen. Okay. Who else wants to share? Please, if you want to share, just raise up your hand. It's almost time. And if you are still doing the tasks, you can just drop the link to the Discord channel. So, and give edit access, please, so I can add comments after reviewing. That will be later tomorrow. In case you're not able
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, please just give me a minute. I'm sorry. I need to do this quick. Sorry.
All right. Peace, favor. Becca, why you guys not sharing your screen? I did not doing my tasks.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen, Mr. Samuel.
Okay. So I'm opening the. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Log in.
Okay. Quickly, this is what I can put together. So the topic is login username, accept space, and then numbers. That's the topic of the bug
Username
reports.
what?
I also put it. Username,
Username.
like login username. Login username accepts space and numbers.
Okay.
Description of the issue. Username in login accept alphabet, then space, and then more numbers. Steps to reproduce in username column, input name, and then add space, and then numbers. Expected result, invalid username. It's supposed to bring out invalid username. That's the expected result I'm expecting to see. The actual result it brought, the system accepted it and logged me in. So responsible individual, it's me, and the bug state or severity, it's I. And the last thing I put there, note, is kindly fixed.
Okay.
So should I explain further, or this has given a little bit of details?
You can explain further, please.
Okay, in the column of the username and the password, I input a username. In terms of alphabet, I just put my name and I put multiple space. Like I press the space bar like thrice, and then press some numbers. And I put just a random password, and it logged me in. So that's a critical bug that needs to be fixed.
Okay, I feel like to be more concise for another time, you can just focus on username like that. You are trying to report a bug on the username field, right?
Yes.
So like, and you are not system accepts. So you are expecting that after you input a name with a space and a number, like you are not expecting that, like you're expecting like a validation error, like, and so
error message,
like an error message, right? So I feel like the bug topic can be worked on, and because we did not really know the requirements and the way application is working, like I feel like the username in login, the username, you can just say that the username, I'm talking about the description now, the username field.
Description.
Yes, the topic should be worked on. You can just remove the login, right? Yeah. Username accepts space, like space. Like I feel like the number should not be an error if the user actually created the username with number. So that should not be an error. But I feel like the space, some application will reject it, while some will actually accept it, because not because they are accepting those empty space, they have actually joined those empty space. Like the developer has made sure that anytime you input an empty space, yes, it's part of the code. So we can still say for an application to take space for a field, it cannot, it's not acceptable if it's kind of multiple, not like one. Now if you are typing your name, like you have to add space, you don't have to join your name also, like you don't have to join your name together also. Like do we even have to consider the space? But if it is multiple, like you still type another thing after. Mr. Samuel, can you mute? Like there's kind of noise.
I'm very sorry. That's what I'm saying. Okay, just give me a minute. Sorry.
Please don't stop sharing. I have a question.
Don't stop sharing. Just mute. Oh, let me just try to mute you from here. So what I'm saying is that the space also should not really be an error like that, as we have said, is a bug, because if you want to type your name, right, you will have to put space. You cannot just join everything together. Mr. Samuel, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, okay, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like the space also should, like, you cannot pack your name together. Like you cannot put your name. You have to space your name also. It cannot be an error like that. All this kind of bug, we can say it's
what I mean is I did not input just one space. It's multiple space. Like I put space, then input the numbers. That's what I'm reporting actually.
Okay. But for the priority,
so it's not like,
what is your priority?
Okay, priority. I didn't. Okay.
No,
I put bug status severity. There's no school
For
of
this,
for
for
priority.
the
I didn't put
severity,
priority.
put name and then. I want to check your screen. Mr. Victor, you said you want to ask a question. I'm still checking your screen.
Yes, my question, I think you were addressing it, but I don't know. You left it again. You are talking about the priority.
Yes, I'm trying to check. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to check. Yeah, it cannot be high, right? It
No,
cannot be high.
the thing here is that what I'm seeing is I'm seeing bug state and severity. Um, I'd say I read somewhere that for us to do a proper reporting, that when it comes to the priority and severity, we have to report the severity. If it is high or low, you put it, and you also report
The
the
priority.
priority. If it is high or
Yes.
low, you
Yes,
report it.
that is how that was what I taught in the class also. That is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So I'm seeing just high. So is it high severity or high priority?
Box state or severity. I feel like
Uh,
he only included the severity, and he said he did not add the priority.
Priority.
Right,
Okay.
Mr. Samuel? I said something about that, and he was trying to say that he did not include. You said you did not include the priority, right?
Yes, I only put the
It's not as
severity.
if he's trying to join the two together. No, you have to separate it. Sometimes the project team will be like, and for that kind of box, we cannot really say it's high because some code base, depending on the developer, some code will actually make sure that even if we put space, multiple space, they will just join everything to be one. They will correct it for you. But that's a great catch. Let's have the last person that's going to share his or her screen before we call it a day. And for those of us that was unable to share our screen, Emmanuel, we can send our link to the Discord channel and make it like let there be edit access in case I have comments. So I'll be able to add my comments without asking for you to give me edit also. So just give edit access. Emmanuel, you can share your screen, you can talk, you can I can see your hand is raised. Emmanuel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I don't know if you see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen now.
Okay. So here is my.
I do put number.
Okay, I shouldn't put number.
No. You're writing a report.
Just...
It's not necessary. Just put the title of what you're trying to address. I feel like it's not necessary, right? So,
Okay.
like,
I'll remove that.
okay. So login redirect to home page without login credentials. Login redirect to home page without login credentials. Okay, without
I mean,
you
login button.
putting
Yes.
filling those form, right? And you click on
Username
login.
and yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Access to the main page was granted without checking for login credentials. A description should be like a sentence.
Okay.
You can try to correct that. It should not be like a step. I don't know if you get my point.
Yes, I get.
Yes, you can just try to construct it more like a sentence. You're trying to describe something, right? So just everything should be put together as a whole. All right. So you can scroll down to the visual proofs. Okay, yes. Yeah. Verity. Priority. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. You can stop sharing your screen now. And I sent a link to the chat. Maybe I'll still share the link to on the Discord channel also. For those of us that were not able to share our screen and we are working on the tasks, we can drop our link to the Discord channel. I will check it later.
You didn't comment. Was it okay or?
Yes, it's okay. I've made a comment on the description that I feel like it should be worked on, and I've read other things. Yeah, you did a good job, Imanu. Thank you. Sorry for that. So, do you have any other question? Or call it a day? Okay. In the absence of none,
I have a
favor.
question.
Yes, ma.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Favor, I can hear you. You are muted, though.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. I thought I unmuted myself. Okay, my question is, I've noticed that we've been doing a lot of typing and reporting. Is it that when we're doing like the normal bug reports, like maybe like in work setting, you have to do for everything? You do like for the oh my God, I've forgotten it. The test plan, the test case, bug report, and many others. For like maybe you are doing it separately for maybe like for mobile or for and sorry, for mobile or for like laptops and desktops. Like I don't even know where my question is going, but my question is it that we'll be doing everything? Like there's no escaping anyone? Yeah, that's my question. Are we going to be doing everything for each step, like unit testing? You are doing for like you're going to do like the test plan, the test case, the bug reports for one particular thing? Because I noticed
Oh,
that there's a bit of similarity between the bug report and the test
the test
case.
case.
When it came, when
Yes.
it test case, I
Yes.
don't know. I think test plan
Yes.
has expected results as well. Test case.
No, test
Yeah,
case
so I noticed
does.
that there's like a similarity. So is it possible to sorry?
Yes, test case has expected
Can you
results,
hear me?
actual results, and test steps. Favor, I can hear you. Now, if you are,
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Okay.
can hear me now. So now, if you are working in the environment, right, and you have your test case, imagine your a particular test failed. That means that is a bug. So for you to write your bug reports, like you will not really start thinking of what to use again because you can just copy and paste from your test case and just edit it to make it look more like an report. I don't know if you get my point. Favor, can you hear
Yes,
me?
yes, I do. I do. I think yeah, I
Yes.
understand you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since it's the same step, so you can just, if you have your test case, you can just copy and edit. But in case when you are trying to do exploratory testing, exploratory testing is you testing without test case. So you need to report that bug accordingly because there's no test case for you to copy anything from. So you need to report it like and add those things that need to be there also. Have I answered your question?
Yes, yes, you have. Thank you, ma.
All
Thank you.
right, you're welcome. All right. Do you have another question? Okay, so I'll
Can
send
I ask?
Victor.
Hello?
Hello,
Yes,
Victor.
ma'am.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I
Um,
can hear you.
my question,
Your
my
network
question
is
is mostly on the. Uh,
your question is mostly on what?
can
Oh, your network is bad. Or can anyone hear him? Maybe it's my network.
No, I can't.
Okay, you can. Okay, okay. So Victor, your network is bad. I don't know.
so that is fine.
Victor, you can type your question, like you can type it to the channel, right? Or you can send it to my DM on the Discord channel, or you can send it to the group. Like I'll answer it there also. I feel like your network is bad. I will have asked you to type it to the chat, but the timer is not on our side already. All right, let's get our linear app on our PC. Our advice, we use our PC. Let's get our linear app on our PC. By next week, we'll be getting ourselves familiar to how we use the application to report our bug. So that will be all. Good night and thank you.
Good night, ma.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Ciao. Ciao.